What's up, everybody? This is Disco to Magick Hydroponic. Today I'm going to teach you how to make your own like ceremonial circle area. And this one is like, I'm not going to show you the finished product of this one because this is like a personal one with the current that I work in. And but I'm going to show you basically the basic principles on how to make your own, so you don't have to spend like fucking $400 or whatever buying somebody else's. It's actually pretty simple and you don't need a lot of stuff. I'll go over the materials here in a second, maybe like in a preliminary video, but for this I'm going to kind of show you where I'm at now. I already started. So basically you want to buy a tarp like on Amazon. This costs like 40 bucks, and then you can do like, I have certain consecration things that I did with it over a couple of days. So that's what I did with this one. You can do whatever you want. You can use rue, kind of a cleansing thing, cemetery water. You can use like incense, like any kind of mixture you want. If you want to use some of your own bodily fluids for whatever reason, I don't mean anything like urination or defecation, but maybe like blood or something else. That's totally up to you. It connects you to the circle, whatever the circle you're going to be using it for. So I would recommend that. Basically, after you do all that and dry it out and everything, this takes a couple of days or however long it takes you. I start by pinning it to the ceiling and the wall first. I use both because it really helps kind of like, you're going to be doing a lot of stuff like pulling, not really hard, but you're going to be kind of slightly tugging. So you want it to be strong. You don't want to have to be pulling it and then the tack comes out and then you have to go back up, and there's a lot of back and forth. It's going to be frustrating. It's going to suck. You're going to end up not wanting to do it. So basically I start with one side. I start on one side, go to the far other side, and then pin that one up. And then from there, I work my way like this, pulling it tighter, tighter, tighter. So this one's going to have to be redone after you already started. You pull that one out and then press it up. And I'll do a little close up here in a second so you can see what that looks like. And then from there, after it's kind of tight, you're going to start ironing out with like your arm, kind of a thing like this, pressing out wrinkles and stuff, and then putting tacks into the wall as you do that. Now, one good thing to keep in mind is that you want to poke it through the canvas first and then into the wall, as opposed to putting the canvas against the wall and trying to just push it all the way through. I've had several different tacks bend because of that. So if I stick it through the canvas first and then push it through the wall, I don't have that issue at all, because there's a lot of places where it's folded here on the edges, the seams, to keep them from fucking fraying and shit like that. So you go down one side and then you just go down the other. So here I got a little bit of play, so I would actually pull this out, pull a little tight, and then press it back in. And then you can go down the whole thing, just kind of doing that. If it needs it, it needs it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You're not trying to make straight lines. You're trying to just make it like good and snug to where you're going to be able to work with it. So however it lines up is not necessarily as important as snug as you're going to want it to be. So here I got a little bit of wrinkles. I got some tacks over here. Maybe I should have had them ready. Where the fuck did I put that shit? Okay, here it is. I'm still here. So here are the tacks that you use. You don't want to use like super industrial tacks, but you want to use something that's going to be kind of strong, right? So there's those right there. Kind of press it out, iron it out, kind of a thing. Hold it slightly taut, and then push the pin in, and then it keeps it snug, right? So here, I notice it loosened up a little bit, and you just want to basically work through the whole thing to where those little wrinkles and everything are not an issue anymore. Because again, whenever you're going to go over all this painting and stuff, you do not want those issues to be present, because that's going to fuck up your painting. That's going to make your circle off. You're going to hit little if you hit a wrinkle when you're painting, the circle's not going to be complete. It's going to be kind of skewed a little bit. It's going to be like just imagine if you painted through a wrinkle, then you open up the wrinkle, it's not going to look right. You know what I'm saying? So this is the preliminary. Next, you want to find the center. So I'll actually just stop this video now and make another one for finding the center.